Okay, we are officially live. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my fellow comic book collectors. No matter what time you watch this, whether you're watching it live, days, weeks, or months later, my name is Chris. Welcome. Thank you, as always, to We Love Comics. Now, before I show the other 10 books that I'm going to be selling, I'm going to give an update first on what's left from the previous video. So if you haven't seen it, hopefully you'll check that out. I'm selling some of my comics. Obviously, I've said it before, but I have between 30 and 35,000 comics. So basically, because of the fact that we're going to be moving, we're trying to reduce the amount of comics and things we have to package. So trying to make the wife and my family happy, and I understand that. So that's one of the reasons, plus also to help Luna, who, by the way, just to give an update, she had an incident starting last night and yesterday into the morning. We had to take her to the vet again. She developed a little bit of a breathing problem. She's stabilized, but she's definitely exhausted from all this, and so I wanted to give an update. As long as she's not in pain and as long as she keeps trying to fight and she wants to fight, we're going to give her that ability. So I know some people would be thinking it's easier just to put a cat down, but you know, like I said, we want to give her a fighting chance, and she keeps seeming to want to fight, so we're going to do that. So I see enough people starting to come in. I'm going to post the link. Now, I want to show something quick before I start showing the books. A couple of people were confused about the link that I provide. They thought they might be going to the wrong place. So let me just show you really quick. I'm going to put on the window capture so you can see the screen. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is I haven't put the comics on the website yet because of the fact with Luna and everything. My priorities had to change a little bit, and plus a bunch of them sold already. So I'm going to wait a couple of days before I put them on the website, but it also will take you to my mystery boxes if you're interested in those. So let me just show you really quick what you're going to see. So the easiest way, if you don't see the link, see on my main page, the We Love Comics main page, you see my banner here. If you go right here, you will see where it says Mystery Boxes for Sale. That's my website. Now, when you click on that, you're going to come to right here. Now, you see this? You're going to see some pyramids and stuff. This is some of the stuff that I also sell. It's one of my other businesses. I also make organic soaps and things, but all you have to do is scroll all the way down to near the bottom. All those things I make are handmade. But here's the comic book packages. So when you go and you see this, I don't want you to think, oh, I'm on the wrong site, because this isn't anything to do with comics. So that is the website for the mystery boxes. And I will put them up in the other comics I'm about to show and any others left over from the other day's videos in the next couple of days. Because if people are emailing me, I want to give them the first shot. So basically, as of now, I did post the email address, but if you can't see it because you're on like a PlayStation or Xbox, this is my business email address. It's Peaceful Feelings. Don't forget to add the S at yahoo.com. So when I show these books, if you're interested, the first person to email me about it, I give them, if they need courtesy, like 24 hours to get the payment or something, I will hold it for 24 hours for them as a courtesy. If you pay for it right away, I will ship it out within 24 hours. I'm sending them out priority mail. So if you're interested, just contact me when you see one. It goes by first come, first serve. So the earlier you see this video, the more likely you have the chance, because a couple of the books have already been sold. Now, I'm going to first show the books that are still available from the other day, just in case if you haven't seen them. The prices will not include shipping. Shipping will depend on where you live. So if you're interested in a book, just message me, let me know where you live, and I'll do the best as far as I can. Just keep in mind, I don't control the shipping costs, and I will package them quite well. Just to show a box that's going to be going out tomorrow from one of the people that ordered. It will be in these boxes. It will say all over it, you know, do not crush. It's in a priority mailbox. It's going to be surrounded by protection. So they are going to arrive safe unless the post office decides to do a tap dance on them, which I'm sure they won't. So there's no Green Lantern as of yet. I might do some more later on. This is one of the things I highly recommend. Get duplicates of your comics, because probably 80 to 90% of the comics I'm about to show you, I have multiple copies of. So yes, this is very difficult for me to sell these, but my family is more important. My wife is more important, and Luna's more important. Doesn't mean I don't love comics, but I love my family more. And we have to move within the next 2 to 3 months, and I want to do my best to help Luna. So I just actually bought some what's called CBD oil. That's Charlie Brown Doctor CBD. Look into that. That's another thing that can help your animals. And if you haven't seen my animal video, please check it out. I promise you, if you have animals, you're going to hear some stuff you've never heard before, and it can prevent you from going through what we're going through. So my recommendation is get as many duplicates of a comic, especially something that you love, as you can. So if you ever want to do a trade, or if you ever do have to sell them, you can end up doing it and still own the book. Tig says, where are you moving to? As of now, I'm not mentioning where I'm moving to. Because of some of my haters and everything like that, I just don't want to mention it. And plus, I don't want to jinx it yet, because we don't officially have a house yet. We just have the state that we're looking into. There is a prospect, and I just don't want to make that public as of now. So, I'm sure you guys can appreciate that. All right, so let me get into the comics, because, you know, most of you are here for that, and I understand. And by the way, don't feel bad. I had some people say, you know, they feel bad, like they're taking advantage or something like that. You know, like I said, I've always said eventually I would sell my comics. I have 30 to 35,000, so selling some of these isn't even going to make a dent. And like I said, a lot of these I have duplicates of, so I'll still have them. So let me show the ones from yesterday that are still available. I had some people ask about these, but so far nobody's paid for it, and I'm only giving a 24-hour window. And if I don't hear from them, I'll just assume they didn't want it. So as of now, there's only 4 left from the original 11. So the first one from yesterday, this is Batman Damned number 2. This is the Jim Lee variant, and as you can see, if I put it in the camera, this is graded Gem Mint 10 with white pages. So this is the most perfect book you can get. I have 2 of these, and Captain Diaz says, don't let the haters get you down. Trust me, I am so over that at this point. With the fact of what's going on with Luna, and the fact that I can restart my life in a better place, I'm so past what those people are doing. All they're doing is helping my channel anyway, which, by the way, I just discovered yesterday that my channel has 1 million views. So 10% of that is probably my stalkers. So they're helping me. So trust me when I say I am so over that at this point. It's not even funny, because they're not doing anything but helping my channel anyway. So haters are going to hate no matter what. This is what I say to them. Even the ones that pretend to be friends. So this is the first one from yesterday, Batman Damned. I'm trying to sell these as reasonable as possible for people. Now, this is what I'm going to do, because I've had some people say they were interested and they didn't come back, and I'm trying to sell these, like I said, to move and to help Luna with medicines and vitamins and all these different alternative medicines and her prescriptions. So I'm not just going full alternative. I'm trying to make these priced to sell, but if somebody ends up making an offer that's higher than what I'm asking for, they will get it. So unless somebody pays for it right away, if, like, for example, I'm selling this for $2.99, so it's $299 plus shipping. Shipping will be wherever you can get this book. I've seen this sell for $500 to $700. So I'm making this within affordability, and, you know, I'm not trying to gouge or take advantage. So if somebody wants this for $2.99, they message me at the peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com, and again, I'll put the link where the comics are not on the website yet, but like I said, that website has my Marvel, I keep saying Marvel mystery boxes, has my comic book mystery boxes. If you're interested in those will help as well. So if somebody says to me, I want to buy this right now, I'll give you $400 for it, for example, they will get priority, because I have to think about the future. So if you're interested in this at $2.99 plus shipping, contact me right away through the email address. You pay for it right away. It's yours. So any of these from now on, if somebody makes a higher offer, and they do have to pay for it right away. So if you're making a higher offer, you're telling me you're ready to pay for it, you will get priority. So first come, first serve, but I'm giving that as an option. This one is one I didn't really want to sell, but I know this one will sell. This one I showed recently on a video. This is my Wolverine number 9, 9.4. This has a Herb Tramp signature and sketch. It also has Len Wein, or Len Wein, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. So the two creators who are both deceased of Wolverine are on here. But it also has Dan Kemp, Dan Way, Steve Dillon, and Joe Quesada. So several signatures on this. They are all verified, so you don't even have to worry about that. As you can see here, I did get it verified. This one I am only selling for $4.99 plus shipping. So to get a book that you cannot get signatures from two of those creators anymore, that's another good deal. All right, this one I've had a couple of people ask for. I'm going to reduce the price a little bit to make it more affordable. This only has two in existence. This is Batman number 100. This is graded 7.0 by CGC, so a high-grade book from 1956. This has off-white to white pages and has a double cover. There is only one of these that I've seen, and I've been looking for years. So there are only, as far as I know, two in existence, and for all, you know, it could be that other person copied this one. I don't know, because it was years ago that I saw it. I've never seen another one again. So I had this listed at $3,950. I'm going to lower it down to $3,500 plus shipping and handling. It's another book. I love this book, but I'm not majorly attached to it like some books, so I don't mind selling this if I have to, but I want to make sure this goes to a good home. So I'm lowering it from $3,950 to $3,500 plus shipping and handling. You want to talk about a rare book? This is one of them. Batman movies are coming up again, so the price is only going to go up. All right, this is another one I had a couple of people ask about, but no one's paid for it as of yet, and then I'll show the newer books that are coming up. So, the book is Strange Tales, issue number 110. This is Blue Label, CGC 0.5. It does have 2 pages missing, which affect the story, but this, of course, is the first appearance of Doctor Strange. I'm making this so it's affordable. I'm only selling this for $450 plus shipping and handling. Keep in mind, there is going to be a Doctor Strange 2 movie, so these books are going to go up, and the reason I'm selling this is I have another one of these. I have a 1.8, so I don't mind selling a duplicate, so I still have it. So that's $450 plus shipping. So I'm going to start getting into the new books, but right now I'm just going to show again. I'm going to post the link. Email me if you're interested in any of these. Like I said, if somebody makes a higher offer and they're willing to pay for it right away, it's going to go to them. But if somebody makes an offer and, you know, they say they want it and they pay for it right away, you're going to get it. So it's first come, first serve. So the earlier person is going to get it. So even though somebody might be emailing me right now and I can't check it, I will go by the time that I receive the email. So I will make sure I do this. And I had one person ask me to hold it for 24 hours. And as a courtesy, I'll do that. So I'm a person of my word. If I say I'm going to hold it for you, it's yours unless you change your mind. So let me just show, again, if you click on the website, it's not there yet. But if you click on the website, let me just go back to the window capture, just in case you're just getting here. When you click on the website, you can also go right here to my main page. Click right here where it says Marvel, I keep saying it, drink every time I say the word Marvel Mystery Box, unless you're under 21. On my main banner, you can see the cashback program, so if you want to sign up for that, you can. If you want to join my Patreon, you can click here. But this button right here is for the Marvel Mystery Box. There you go, have a sip. My comic book mystery boxes, and then you'll see this when you click on it. When you see this, I don't want you to think you have the wrong place. Just scroll all the way down to the bottom and see there are the comic book mystery boxes. Got it right. And I will add the other comics that are left over soon. It just, I had so many people email me about them because 7 of the 11 books are already sold. So I'm going to wait a couple of days before I put them on the website because I'm sure I will get some emails. All right, so let me get back to the camera, so you guys can see the books that I am currently going to be adding for what's on sale. And as of now, I'm doing, the Jester says, wish I could drink at work. Well, depends on what kind of work you do. If you work for the airlines, I'm actually kind of glad you don't drink. But hey, depends on your job. All right, so here's the first one. I'm going to go by lowest price to the highest price. So there are, at the end, going to be 2 major key books. So stick around. All right, the first one, this is not anything really major or anything like that, but it is a book that most people may not even own. Ariel says, was that 110 pressed and cleaned before being slabbed? Since I did not buy this one unslabbed and got it graded, I bought it this way. I don't know. It may or may not have been. So the one thing I can tell you is if it wasn't pressed and you get it reslabbed, you never know. You might get a 1.0. But this one I bought already graded, so I don't know if that person had it pressed or dry cleaned. So I like to give full transparency. All right, so most people have probably never seen this comic before. Let me take it out of the bag so you could see it's got a wraparound cover. This is Star-Lord Special Edition. This is graded by PGX a 9.6. I definitely see it's a fair grade because I look at the book. I don't see any ticks at all except for the bottom tiny corner. There's a little bit of a color break at the tip. But that, you can get a 9.8 and still get that. But this has John Byron art. It's a Chris Claremont story. White pages. I'm only going to sell this one. Where did I write it down? For $95 plus shipping. So that is definitely an easy book to acquire. If you're interested, again, just email me if you're interested in that. First comes, first serves. If you want me to hold it, I will. If you make a bigger offer and you're going to pay for it right there, then you can get it right there. All right. Exactly what I was thinking, Chris. Oh, okay, as far as the pressing. All right, this I have 2 of. There are 2 different versions, one from CBCS and one from CGC. So these are Miss Marvel issue number 1s. I have probably 15 copies of this book. I don't mind selling 2 of them. They both, let me see. The CGC one has off-white to white pages. The Miss Marvel number 1 from CBCS has white pages. So if that matters, I want to make sure I indicate that. No cracks in them at all. If there's any cracks in any of them, I would let you know. So these are in perfect condition. Obviously, this is the first Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel. So this is, like I said, I have several copies of this book. So I am selling the CBCS one for $120 plus shipping. And I'm selling the CGC for $125 plus shipping. If you order 2 books or more, I throw in an extra comic that I'll just randomly throw in for free. So if you buy more than 1 book, you'll get, I'll throw in a comic book for free. Comic Addiction says about the PGX labels. I just messaged him the other day. They said in about 2 months. He said he had some other things he had to take care of. They're still working on a couple of things. Lewis says, Chris, do you ship to the UK? Because these are only 1 or 2 comics that somebody's buying, I can ship overseas. Keep in mind, shipping is going to be more expensive. I'm not trying to pocket it. But you're talking for 1 book, it's probably going to be about $59 to ship it overseas. So if that's something you can do, I have no problem with mailing it overseas. But like I said, I have no control over the pricing of the shipping. It's unfortunately not going to be cheap. But if you're willing to do that, you're more than welcome to. Because like I said, it is going to a good cause. And also I want to thank people for doing the GoFundMe to help Luna. We're still way away from our goal, but if anybody can even share the link, you're still helping. So even if you cannot contribute, which I understand, if you could share the link, that's going to help as well. All right, here's another one I have 2 of. This is one I bought raw and got graded myself a couple of years ago. This is Darth Vader number 3. This is the 1 in 25 variant. This is the first appearance of I think it's Dr. Afra, it's pronounced. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't really have that much passion about Star Wars these days. But this came back a 9.8 CGC. So yes, back in the days, I did send plenty of stuff to CGC to get graded. And it has white pages. So this is also the first appearance of 000 and, well, basically the robots. So this is the 1 in 25 variant. This is very desirable. I have 2 of them, so I don't mind selling one. I'm only going to be selling this for $175 plus shipping. So another easily affordable book. Let me post the email address and everything. If you haven't seen it, I have earlier in the video, I show it's peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. That's my business website address. All right, so let's get to the next comic. All right, for the Walking Dead fans. For some reason, I just really love this book. I have like 4 copies of this, but this is the only one signed. So this is Walking Dead number 10. This is the first appearance of Herschel, and the most importantly, the first appearance of Maggie. So I have the entire run, and like I said, I just really love this cover with all the purples and everything. Just really stood out. The first 10 Walking Dead are the hardest to get because, you know, back when these were coming out, no one really cared about them, so they were very small print runs. So what you think about Walking Dead, I'll leave that up to you, but trust me when I say, and you can look this up yourself, the first 10 issues are the hardest to get, and this still has a character that is still in the TV show. That remains to be seen about how much she's in it, because she's part-time at this moment. But it's the first appearance of Maggie. Herschel's already been dead. I mean, spoiler alert, that's been since season 4. But I'm only going to sell this. This is also... Oh, I'm sorry, let me show. It's signed by Tony Moore. It's CGC yellow verified at a 9.6. So very high grade. It is signed and verified. So it was witness for let's see what date. Back in 2011. So it was signed by Tony Moore on 2011. Oh, I'm sorry. It's duly signed. My apologies. So that's even better. I totally just missed this because it's been a while. So it's also signed by Robert Kirkman. So this book is dual signed. Were they both signed at the same day? No, they weren't signed on the same day, but they were signed in the same year. So it is dual signed by Robert Kirkman and Tony Moore. Verified 9.6. I'm going to sell this one for $275, again, plus shipping. So if you're a Walking Dead fan or like the signatures, this is definitely a great book to get. So it's actually, I thought that was only one signature. It's got Tony Moore and Robert Kirkman. He has the worst signature, by the way. His is just literally chicken scratch. All right, next up. This is one that I bought as a child. Got this signed myself. Sent it to CBCS back in 2015 to get graded. So this is from my personal collection that I bought the day it came out. And I'm going to tell you something. From the year, this came out in 1986. This is one of the earliest books I bought. It was in the original regular bag and board from 1986 through 2015. Only to be taken out when I read it as a child and to get it signed by Michael Zeck, who was a complete gentleman. I still remember that day I got this signed. So I got this verified by CBCS. So this is Captain America, annual number 8. The iconic Mike Zeck cover of Wolverine hitting Captain America's shield. This is one of those must-haves in a collection, especially if you love having, iconic covers. Now, like I said, this book I've owned since I was a child. This book was in the original bag and board for decades. Never switched it at all. Never changed the backing board. And look what the grade came back as. A 9.6. And I read this as a child. So, whatever you want to think about all those bags and boards and stuff, I have thousands upon thousands of books still in the original bags and boards from the 80s and 90s, and they are still perfectly fine. It's all about storing them. So this was signed right here, and he has an amazing signature, by Mike Zeck. I got this signed personally. So this is from my personal collection. I am selling this. Let me see what it has. White pages, so 9.6 white pages. I am selling this for $195. Let me just change something really quick, because I want to write down what I lowered that Batman price of. Alright, so it's $195 plus shipping and handling. Iconic cover, Wolverine appearance. Says first appearance of Tess 1 and Chamber. I seriously doubt they're going to become anything special, but this is definitely a book to acquire. And like I said, from my own personal collection, came back in 9.6, even though I didn't change the bag and board since the day I put it in there in 1986 when I was a total of 15 years old. All right, a couple people asked for this. I have several copies of this book, so I don't mind selling one of my lower grades. This is one of those books, if somebody makes a higher offer because they really want it, I'm going to listen to that, so you might want to be quick on this one. This is Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 101. This is not the second print at all. This is the original first print. I was telling people back in 2015 to get this book. I have at least 3 other copies of this book, so I don't mind selling one. This one I sent in to CGC a couple years ago. This is before I knew about pressing and dry cleanings. So this was not pressed and was not dry cleaned, which means if you do that, you probably get a higher grade. I can't guarantee that, but there is a possibility. But this, of course, is the first appearance of Morbius, who is about to get his own movie, quote-unquote, from Sony, if it happens. As of now, they are still going through. It's a 4.0 CGC, creamed off-white pages. I am selling this right now for only $199, plus shipping. Now, if somebody wants to make a higher offer because they really want this book, if you email me and I see you're the first one to do it and you're ready to pay right away, a couple of people asked for that one. All right, so again, let me put the links. Again, the links will not have the comic books in them yet, but if you're interested in any of my comic book mystery boxes, you can order there, but contact me at my business website. And like I said, I'm selling these to be fair, because I need the money, and I want to show people that even when your whole life throws lemons at you, you can do what you can to make things happen. So I'm making sure, I'm not trying to be greedy. I'm not trying to get $1,000 for that book and take advantage of people. I'm trying to sell these where it is very reasonable. You're getting these cheaper than you'll ever get on eBay unless you bought them years ago. So I'm making these price to sell, but it also helps me get the money that I need to support my cat and be able to move. Because I have to come up with at least about $30,000 in the next 2 to 3 months. And that's with, as of now, only having one DJ job. Well, 2 DJ jobs at the same place. But they just started, so I'm making about a quarter of what I'm supposed to. But I'm going to make sure I do whatever it takes to have it. And I'm making sure Luna gets her medication. And like I said, I bought the CBD oil. So if anybody also wants to join the GoFundMe page or my Patreon, the links are in the description. So I'm pricing these to sell. But again, like I said, $199 plus shipping, depending on where you're located. If somebody offers me a higher price because they want it really quick and they're willing to pay for it right away, you have that option. So think of it kind of almost like an auction on some of these. All right, next one. And there are 3 more to go. This is for you Amazing Spider-Man fans. Here is an early Spider-Man book. This is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 21. This is in really good condition. Again, this is a book that I bought already slabbed. So I don't know if it was pressed or dry cleaned. I don't think it was, because it does have a little bit of, not a spine roll, but it has the overlap, like part of the front of the cover is on the back. So this could get pressed and probably get a better grade. So this is a PGX 7.0, creamed off-white pages. It does have a Steve Ditko cover and a Stan Lee story for all you Stan Lee fans. So this is issue number 21 for all you Spider-Man fans. RJ, I will not be selling an Amazing Spider-Man 129. I have several copies, but that's one I'm just not ready to let go yet. Because like I said, I'm going to tell you, to be honest, selling these comics is very painful, even though I know I have duplicates. But the fact that I bought duplicates of them makes it a lot easier. So as of now, Spider-Man 129, I'm not willing to part with. But when you see the next two books after this, there's going to be people fighting for them. Just don't hurt anybody. So this one, I am going to be selling. Like I said, I believe this could be pressed and dry cleaned. If it improves the grade, I cannot guarantee that. But I'm only selling this for $250 plus shipping. So this was graded a 7.0, creamed to off-white pages. Early Amazing Spider-Man to add to your collection. Again, I'm trying to price these where they're going to be reasonable for somebody to pick it up quickly. All right, next two. I have 3 copies of this, so I don't mind selling this one. This is a mega key issue. You're all going to know it. I'm going to price this to sell. And again, if somebody wants to offer a higher price because they want it and they want to outbid somebody, I'm doing this. I'm doing the last 2 as auctions. So the starting price is $5.99 for this book. But it is Fantastic Four number 52. This is the first appearance of Black Panther. This is not a reprint. As you can see, the 12 cent. This was from my personal collection. I got this sent in to be graded. I did have it pressed and dry cleaned. It came back a 5.5. Let me see the pages. It's creamed off-white pages. So I am selling this priced to sell. $599 is the starting. So this one and the next one are auctions. So you bid whatever you think. It's minimum of $5.99. If somebody bids higher by the end of tomorrow, they will get it. If somebody makes me an offer that I can't refuse, I'll close the auction right away. So you have until Friday, the end of Friday night, midnight, on the 12th of July, 2019, for this. So a minimum bid is $599 plus shipping. If somebody makes me an offer I can't refuse, I will shut down the auction and they can buy it right away. So just contact me at my email address if you're interested, peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. Again, this is a great book to add to your collection, and there is going to be a Black Panther 2, so this is only going to keep going up. Like I said, I have 3 to 4 copies of this book, so I don't mind selling one of them. So that one's going to go pretty quick, I'm sure. Last but not least, again, this is going to be an auction. Again, it will go until midnight tomorrow night, the 12th of July. If somebody makes me an offer I can't refuse, again, I will shut down the auction. But there is a minimum that I will talk about. But here is a book. I have 2 copies of this book. This is one that I don't want to sell. But like I said, because I have another one, I don't mind. This is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 2. This was from my own personal collection. Now, as you can see, this is complete. Staples, let me just make sure. Yeah, staples are intact. There is a tear that goes from here. Oh, it's kind of hard to do this. From here to here. As you can see, it's about a ½ an inch to an inch wide. That's the only major defect. There's a little bit missing there. But as you can see, it's a lower grade book. But as you can see, complete, looks white, off-white pages. It's a 1.8, so it's a very accurate grade. You can see there's a little piece right there on Spider-Man's eye that's missing. But of course, you know, what's to be expected with a 1.8. This is a very expensive book, even in a 0.5. So I'm going to make this start out with a bid of $725 plus shipping. So this is the first appearance of the Vulture. This is the second issue in the Amazing Spider-Man series. I love this book, but luckily I have one other. The other one I have is a 1.5, so I'm actually selling the one that is higher in grade, but at least I'll still have it. So I'm starting the bidding at $725. Contact me at thepeacefulfeelings@yahoo.com if you're interested in making a bid. If somebody makes a bid that is too good to pass up, I will close the auction right away and it will be yours. So here's a chance to be able to get a book. I've seen this book at a 1.0 selling for the price I'm selling for this. So I'm making it within reason. I am definitely not trying to take advantage of people. So those are the books. I will make sure, like I did the other day in the other video, I will put in the comment section, I will pin it to the top, all of the books and the prices in case you don't want to watch the whole thing. I recommend watching it so this way you can see them yourself. If you have any questions, you can ask. Again, let me put on the window capture. Let me show the email address. This is the email address. It's all one word, peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. If you go to the web store by clicking on the link, you can click on it where I provided it. It's in the description. Or you can go here. This is the cash back. Please sign up for that if you haven't. If you spend $25 more within the first 90 days, you get an additional $10 cash back. And I get a one-time referral fee, so it helps my channel out as well. Here is the ordering of the mystery boxes. You could click right here. It will take you to this site. This is my business website, but the first thing you'll see at the top when you click on it is this image. You are in the right place. To scroll down to the bottom, you will see the comic book packages. I even added one, a diamond package, that wasn't originally on there. And you click on these, they'll give a description of what they are. Keep in mind, they are mystery boxes, but if you want, for example, all DC or all Marvel, let me know when you order. I'll be happy to do that for you. And those are the books. So I want to thank everybody for taking the time to listen. If you can at least share this video and post it on your social networks, it will help. Even if you can't help with the GoFundMe or the Patreon, if you share the links, you are helping. So like I said, I'm not doing this to get a vacation, or to go feed my drug addiction, which I don't have. I'm doing it to help my cat Luna, and I'm also doing it to help us move. Because like I said, within the next 3 months, we have to move. So I have to come up with about, like I said, around $30,000. So I might be selling more comics. Again, I'm doing it not because I want to, it's because I have to. And that's why I always tell people, get multiple copies of books, because it makes the pain a lot less when you already know you still will have a copy, if not more of them. So those are the books for now. Please thumb it up, please share it, and email me as soon as you can, because it will be first come, first serve on most of these. And if you do need me to hold them, I can hold them as a courtesy for 24 hours. Unless, like I said, if somebody says that they're going to make a higher offer than what the price was. Like, for example, if somebody said they asked me to hold it, but they can't pay for it right away. If somebody comes along and says, I'll give you $100 more, I got to give it to them. So the idea is, if you want it, just pay for it right away. You won't have to worry about that. But like I said, I'm trying to do the best I can to support my family. So if you're in struggles, if you have problems, trust me, I understand. It's easy to be upbeat and give you good advice when everything's sunshine and rainbows. But can you do it when the chips are down? So I want to show people that even when things are bad, you can do whatever it takes to make things happen. So that's what I want to show. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys appreciate this. Like I said, I will send them out priority mail within 24 hours of payment. Obviously, if you pay for it on a Saturday, I won't be able to send it until Monday. So, business days. But they will be well protected, because you know me, you're not going to get your comics, wrapped in a manila envelope. You're going to get them packaged right. So the shipping is going to be roughly between 15 and 20 domestically, depending on what part of the country you live, and internationally is really going to depend on the country. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully these will go to good homes. That's one reason why I want to put it here first, is because I know you guys are comic lovers and they'll go to good homes. So that makes me feel a little bit better, knowing that if I can make somebody happy from this, that's great. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. And don't forget, it's not you, it's not I, it's We Love Comics. Now I'm going to go check the emails and see who wants what. Happy hunting, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.